my gosh, I'm so tiny.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tiny. Hold on.
There we go.
There we go.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another Tangy stream.
Audio is echoing.
Audio is echoing. Ooh, hold on. Oh. Yeah, I think my camera was, is that better? I think I had my camera audio on accident. Oopsies. Hopefully that's better. Let me know if the mic volume isn't okay. Hi Munch, hi Kira, welcome to the stream. Oh, I need to move my, I have a really weird hand cam setup, so it's a little tricky. See if I don't knock over my goodness. Okay. Oh, where did I go? Uh-oh. I disappeared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Sorry, just give me 1 second. It's been so long since I've done a hand cam stream. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. Okay.
That should be a bit better.
Anyways.
Sorry for the delay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
I guess we can get started.
Started. Camera audio is back on?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Should be gone. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So, now that I've gathered myself for a sec, after trying to do such a technical undertaking, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. This is my second stream as VTuber instead of PNG tuber, so that's cool. I guess I'll just start by talking about what I did. Hopefully the mic doesn't sound terrible. Is the mic and music volume okay? The Omorai stream, you know, that one is lost to time. I didn't record it, and then Twitch deleted it, so now it's just gone forever. The Donger, welcome the Donger. Or Dong, I don't know why I just called you the Donger. It sounds okay, good, okay. Wafflium, hi Wafflium. Wait. Did I miss Madicus, or is wait. Okay, I'm missing people, I'm so sorry. So wait, is the Donger Madicus? Is that because I'm really bad? No, Madicus is here too. Okay, so we got Madicus, Dong. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry everyone. Okay, I guess where do I even start about this? Because I started like all of my friends came in kind of early for this, so I actually started hanging out with people all the way in Wednesday, while also still kind of working during the day. And the first thing I did is I met up with Pia, who was visiting from Japan, and we went to this barbecue place called shoot, what is it called? Kansas City Barbecue. and it's literally like famous because it's where they filmed the like a bar flashback scene in Top Gun. So that's kind of their claim to fame. You are Dong, and then we have Maticus. I'm sorry, Dong. I mixed up. I didn't see Maticus also in the chat. You are you, and me is me. We are so back. Oh, hi, Chicken Okabe. Welcome. Sorry if I am like, I'm kind of like squinting at chat because I'm looking at everything on like a tiny little iPad. I don't actually own a real computer monitor. I literally have, I literally just have my drawing tablet, and then I have an iPad that I use as a second monitor. So I have like everything here on my sewing table / crafting table, and then I just have like my little iPad that I'm squinting. It is kind of a crazy setup. That's why I am so late, because I'm just like, oh, I haven't done this in a year. What am I doing? That's why it was such a chaotic situation. Something cool, I actually made business cards. So I kind of did this last minute, if I'm being honest, but you know what, why don't I center my phone more like this? My tracking's a little weird. Okay, that should be better. The business cards, yeah! If you didn't get one at TwitchCon and you see me at a future con, I'm gonna try to carry them around, so yeah, just just ask for one, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, because Chicken Okabe, you weren't at TwitchCon. Give one to Charlie so he can... Okay. I didn't get to see Charlie at TwitchCon either. He was busy, so... I hope I see Charlie. My next con is US Idol Fest, so if anyone's going to that, I will bring these, and you can have a Tangy business card. And then this is technically the back. It has my model... And then the front is actually the 90s Tangy, and it's like just a silly little... I don't know. I thought this up a little last minute. Thank you. Yeah, so this is what I was giving out, and I got it printed at Staples. Like, I sent it in on Thursday, and then I picked it up Friday, so I had these only Friday through Sunday, and that's why they look kind of bad, because I don't know. I did things too last minute. Yeah. Okay, well, business cards. So Wednesday was just, what did I even do? I went to Target. That's not that interesting though. Yeah, just that was just chill. But TwitchCon didn't really start for me until Thursday, and that was the first thing I did for TwitchCon. Is Club Iron Mouse. Let me find that stuff. Okay, so it was at the park. Is this backwards? Oh no, wait. No, okay, we're good. So it was at the Park nightclub. So that was the first very interesting choice, you know, it was at a nightclub. So they had, you know, the club theming, which is cute. It's a cute little logo. I like how it has kind of a like a 90s 2000s sort of vibe. Very cute. Reminds me of like Bratz or something. And then this, I think these were the 21 plus wristbands. But yeah, that was the first thing I went to. I waited outside. I got there at like 6:30, and you know, ran into some friends, and we just kind of were waiting in line out there and just talking about whatever. And then it just started getting more and more delayed. At first it was delayed by like 30 minutes, then it was delayed by an hour. Then finally it ended up being delayed by like 90 minutes, and I was like, oh boy. So the venue, someone from the venue, I don't know who, they came out and they were like, oh yeah, sorry guys, there's sound issues. And I'm like, okay, X, but okay. Like, if you're gonna give me a you know, non-real reason. Like, just don't give me a reason at all. It's like, you know, some of us in the line actually know what's going on with these sorts of things, you know. So it's just a bit ridiculous that they told us that, but eventually they came out, and I will actually give some of the staff props for this. They were trying to get everyone in as fast as possible. And like, I respect that because I don't think the delay was necessarily the fault of the people on site who are like kind of working the event. The venue, they gave us the wristbands in advance, so that was taken care of. And then the team, I'm gonna guess it was Team Iron Mouse. I'm not really sure, but they gave us they had us check the tickets. They checked the tickets, and then they gave us these stickers. And they're like, okay, show us the stickers to get in. I'm like, this seems really, like, well, I guess that it doesn't really matter too much if someone, it really wanted to like hand off the sticker, but I mean, I've never seen a venue do that before. I was actually kind of baffled. I was like, what? What do you mean? This is how I get in. So, whatever. It's a nice sticker though. I mean, it's actually a decal. You can see it's like, you can put that on your car or something. I don't really know what to do with it, frankly. A pseudo ticket? I know. It is kind of an interesting idea. I don't mind it, really. Then we had to go through security, and for some reason they checked my bag twice. I'm not really sure why. Because it was just a tiny... Actually, no, it was my backpack. I was wearing like a sort of vampire demon GRIK outfit, and so I had like my Dear My Love bag, and they're like, ooh, a backpack, we must inspect this. But I got inside, and you know, it's a nightclub. I will admit, I've actually been to the venue before. During Comic-Con, they have these like, I don't know, different pop culture themes events. Like, usually they have like heroes and villains, and like they had an anti-hero party one year, or like Nickelodeon. I went to like this 90s theme party. I don't usually go because it's pretty expensive, but the production quality is usually pretty cool. So this venue, I was kind of surprised when they announced it here, because I was like, that's not like a super big venue. Like, I would say it was maybe a little bit bigger than the Off-Kai Fest venue. So I don't know how many tickets they ended up selling, but it doesn't surprise me at all that they sold out with the crazy lineup they had. I was like, well, you have like HoloLive, and you have like, well, Iron Mouse is one of the biggest VTubers as it is, right? So I just was kind of surprised that they chose kind of a smallish venue for this. But because if this was on like Friday instead of Thursday, I feel like, well, I don't know, maybe it would have sold out even more, or who knows, maybe even less, because all the mixers are on Friday. But when I got there, I saw Miss Lala, who is the coolest lady VTuber. She's just the best. If you don't know Miss Lala, like, she's literally the coolest and one of my favorites. And she always has like the coolest outfits, and she was giving out Puerto Rican flags for everyone. So I got one. I thought that was really fun. But yeah, that was cool. So if you saw the live stream and you saw these Puerto Rican flags, it's because Miss Lala was giving them out. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I think that's all my Iron Mouse items, but I guess I could talk about that a little bit. So first of all, I think the main thing I felt was that this concert was so long. Definitely one of the longer concerts I've been to since I saw Demon Dice at AX one year. But they had like over a dozen opening acts of various sorts. You know, the Beasties, XV Shoujo, V Shoujo JP, just all sorts of people, which was cool. And then the opening act was live 2D, and they had like closed captions on it for some reason though. I'm not really sure why the opening acts had closed captions, but oh, unnamed. I saw unnamed. I brought my unnamed plush. I was excited about that. They were actually the opening act, and yeah, I was going pretty hard at the concert. It was nice to just get to like stand on a dance floor and like go crazy with pen lights and have a good time. And then the actual 3D concert, which had, you know, Iron Mouse and then the guests that were announced as special guests, I actually really thought it was quite good. You know, they had really good dancers. They had really good, the 3D stage was crazy. It was really big. On the actual screen at the venue, it didn't look that impressive, but then when you look at the side screens, which I'm assuming would display what's similar to what's on the live stream, it's like this massive environment, and it like changed a bunch, and they had like backup dancers, and it was quite a production, I will say. But you know, it was really cool also seeing Narissa and ERB and Callie and Michi. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about how during Michi's set, Numi she literally like bursts from the VIP section and just starts screaming, "Oh my god, I love her!" and just is going crazy through the whole time Michi's on stage, which is like 3 songs. So she was just out there like going ham for at least like 3 songs, and it was pretty cute to see, you know, her supporting Michi so much. So that was funny. But yeah, I will say, wasn't really a huge fan of the delay, especially because I know it's probably not sound issues, but I mean, hopefully I think this was kind of one of a first time concert of the scale for a lot of the teams, so hopefully they will learn from that experience to not have these sorts of issues in the future. Yeah, afterwards I got pizza. I don't think anything interesting really happened after that. But yeah, I really actually did, despite everything with the delays, I really enjoyed the Club Iron Mouse. Yeah, let's see. The next day was actual TwitchCon, so I picked up my badge. This is my badge. I'm an affiliate, but it's like, I will say, I have to say something about kind of my feelings on how Twitch does their badge. Because maybe this is because I'm not a partner, but I do think it's a little interesting how they have kind of a badge, like, differentiation system. Because, like, I don't know. It does create this kind of interesting vibe at TwitchCon where people are really like looking at your badge more so than other cons. Because usually in other cons, maybe they'll have like maybe they'll have an industry badge. Maybe they'll have like a whatever badge. I mean, maybe Comic-Con, it's kind of the same where people have like their industry badge or their staff badge or their regular badge. But with TwitchCon, I think it does, because it's not just based on like industry or guest, it's a very interesting vibe, because you'll definitely have people who like really won't give you the time of day unless you have a certain badge, which is kind of a shame. But on the other hand, I think there was a lot of people who really didn't care about that. I would say most people didn't. It's just, TwitchCon isn't really your average fan convention, if I'm being honest. It's more of an expo. I think I heard someone else say that too. I think it was like Rainy on Twitter said it's more of an expo, and I agree with that. I would say if you're not like a streamer or you don't really want to see a specific streamer, I'm not sure it's worth the price. You wanted to go to TwitchCon, but one of your favorite streamers decided not to go. Yeah, I heard there was a lot of people like that who kind of didn't, they had some bad experiences, and I have a feeling that next year will be even worse, so I'm very interested to see like how that's gonna be next year. I talked to some creators and they viewed it purely as a networking chance, and I would say that's accurate. I would say TwitchCon is a networking chance, and you can, if that's what you want to do, like it's perfect. But if you're looking for like a more laid back atmosphere, it's not really gonna be it. Even the day passes are quite expensive. I know. That's the other thing, like the prices go way beyond anything you'd be paying even for Anime Expo, which definitely locks a lot of people out from even just attending the con. Frankly, the only reason why I bothered to go to TwitchCon is because I really wanted to go to the learning panels, which, if you see Creator Camp, those are the, if you do go to TwitchCon, you're a streamer and you're interested in learning, they have this thing called Creator Camp, which is just a panel room and a panel roundtable. This is the passport. And I used this to take notes, actually. I went to a lot of different panels, and yes, there's some doodles in here, but I was just taking a lot of like notes in general during the panels, because like I feel like if I didn't go to any of the panels, I'm really not making the most of the badge, you know? It's, you gotta make it worth your time and the cost of the badge, you know? But I will say, so I don't want to talk too much about maybe some of the more negative aspects, but I will say a few things about it. I remember doing notes during Off-Kai Gen 1 panels. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was trying to learn some stuff at Off-Kai Gen 1 too, but it's... I guess first, like, something to talk about is I actually think overall Twitch's operations are fairly smooth. I like how when I got my badge, I was able to get it really fast. Security, they don't have metal detectors, they have the ones where you can just walk through, like what's standard with most events these days. And, you know, they check the bags, but not to like an egregious amount, so you feel like, okay. But I've also heard some mixed things about, you know, people's experiences with door security. Personally, I didn't have any experiences that were bad with them, but, you know, that's just the problem with usually venue security is always hit or miss. And, okay, operationally, yeah, they had so many desks for badge pickup. I really liked that. And they're very friendly too. When you pick up your badge, which is cool. I think they do pay their staff because TwitchCon is not a non-profit. So I think most of the staff for TwitchCon is paid. That's pretty cool. That's probably why also it's so expensive, is that it's not run by volunteers. But let's see. What else was I thinking about it? It's kind of been rolling around in my head. I think the exhibit floor, I did like how it was pretty spaced out. I like the variety of panels. The swag, giveaway swag on the floor was probably some of the best I've had at different conventions. They get paid in bits. Oh my gosh. They might. Yeah. The floor. It didn't ever feel crowded. I know a lot of people were complaining about the IRL streamers and like, yeah, they were kind of annoying, and I really hated seeing those clips of like the men being like really gross to various women. Like, that's really disappointing to see. But like overall, yeah, it was kind of annoying when you're like walking down the main aisle and like maybe half of it will be blocked by a whole entourage. It's like annoying, but the thing is they did lay out the floor well enough so that it wasn't like, if you've ever been to like Disneyland, you know, and Disneyland is different from a lot of other Disney theme parks because it's so everything is very small. So like walkways are generally smaller. Everything feels like which creates a completely different feel. But what happens at Disneyland versus maybe other Disney parks is that when a big like family stops in the middle of the walkway, like you're just it's super annoying because you can't get around them. At least with TwitchCon, it wasn't laid out like Disneyland. It was laid out more like Tokyo Disney, where the walkways are so big that if a bunch of people would stop in the walkway, which also doesn't really happen at Tokyo Disney now that I think about it, but if a bunch of people did, in theory, stand in the walkway, you can very easily go around them. So that, besides maybe sometimes on Saturdays, I did enjoy how Twitch laid out their floor to be nice and spacious. And oh, another thing that was really cool is I like how on their map they had these like giant inflatable things hanging up from the ceiling. And then on the map, they'd have the location of these giant inflatable things. So when you would go and you're like on the floor and your friend's like, hey, where are you? You'd be like, oh, like I'm under the giant inflatable UFO, or like, oh, I'm by the giant inflatable dinosaur. And then you could look at the map and be like, oh, it's over here. And then, or you could just look up. And I think that's really cool. I really like conventions that have signage or some sort of markers like on, like hanging from the ceiling so that you can find people easily. That's a huge bonus. So it's like operationally, badges, badge pickup, the floor, the panels were pretty decent. I was actually really impressed by the, what's the word? The scale and production quality of the Twitch Rivals Arena. I just kind of popped in there for a little bit to see the Minecraft tournament, and it was kind of crazy. Like, it's a really big, it's huge, there's like lights, it's like a whole setup. Like, it was well done. I thought that was good. So like overall, I don't actually have any complaints about Twitch's floor or general operations. I think the main issue is how they treated their streamers and their guests. That bothered me a lot. I just don't understand how they could drop that ball so hard. It's like the thing with them, of course there's the obvious thing, which is Emiru getting basically assaulted at the meet and greet area, and then there's the whole thing with the VTubers losing their gifts. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And you know, I don't know whose fault the gift stuff was. Like, we have no idea on that. Like, could have been the convention center staff, could have been the actual TwitchCon staff, could have been, I don't know, but that's a crazy thing to, I can't even imagine. I truly can't imagine if, like, Offkai, for instance, because, you know, Offkai accepts gifts on behalf of the streamers, and I just can't imagine if we lost them. That just is absolutely unfathomable to me. Like, that would be, to me, that would be like a code purple, like a code red. I would be like, oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. Luckily that didn't happen to us, but I hope TwitchCon really, I would pinpoint the, I know, the Tangy emotes. Yeah, I also forgot to mention, I uploaded a few placeholder emotes. I haven't had time to like make actual new good emotes, but I uploaded kind of a few placeholder emotes. That was just random doodles I kind of already had on my computer. Throwing them in the trash in front of the con goer is the wildest variation. Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? Did they really? Did they actually? That's crazy. I think this is, besides the security stuff aside, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That was a huge mess up on their part, but everyone's talked about that topic into the ground, so I'm not even gonna bring it up. I would actually rather talk about the fact that I think Twitch needs to do better with how they handle VTubers. I think someone's security did that and said it could be a bomb. Okay, whatever. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, and so this, just for the record, this is actually my third TwitchCon. Well, I didn't go to the Las Vegas one, but I've been to the last 3 San Diego ones. There has been despite VTubers being a big thing in the West since 2020, the VTuber presence at TwitchCon has been meager. Absolutely meager. This year, probably the best one yet. But even then, it's like, oh, at least we have VTuber meet and greets now, or they don't force them to come physically in person. That's cool. But then they only did that because Team Iron Mouse stepped in to help facilitate it. It's like, Twitch, get with the times, man. So much of your revenue, so much of your viewers and your people, like, so many of your streamers are VTubers. I mean, why is the ratio so bad at TwitchCon? TwitchCon hates VTubers. I don't know if Twitch or TwitchCon hates VTubers. I think they just don't respect VTubers in the same way that they respect other streamers sometimes. Twitch is so cooked. I don't know if Twitch is cooked. I think TwitchCon will struggle to recover. Maybe I'll go into that in a little bit, but I just think Twitch needs to do better with how they represent VTubers at their convention. First of all, having the VTuber meet and greet setup is awesome. Very happy that happened. But then they didn't really, there seemed to be miscommunication in how to deal with them, how to accept gifts for them, how to, you know, it seems like they haven't really done a lot of research into the whole VTuber thing in general. They just don't know the norms. Yeah, they just, and I can't blame them. I feel like if you're over like 40, I feel like VTubers are a very strange concept. It's like, just as kind of anime in general for people over 40 is very like, what is that? With a few exceptions, but, and honestly, like, I don't mean to be like theory crafting, but I think if I had to guess why Twitch doesn't really like to represent VTubers at TwitchCon, I'm sure some of it has to do with the fact that it probably looks kind of weird to sponsors and investors, because it's kind of a very niche thing where it looks kind of weird from the outside. So maybe they don't want to look bad to their sponsors. And it's like, to some degree, I get it. Like, it's understandable. But on the other hand, it's like, I mean, there's VTubers that are not things that you feel like like, I'm sure there are VTubers out there which you can easily show to investors or regular people and be like, yeah, this is, like, I feel like you could show Miss Lala to like a normal person and they'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. She's like a cartoon. It's additional infrastructure and operations for something niche to them, and admittedly a lot easier to not account for it. Yeah, I agree. It is a lot of infrastructure. You're totally right on that. Like, I don't blame conventions for not wanting to have like VTuber stuff. If more conventions actually did have the effort to have proper VTuber stuff, I'm sure it would be a lot more difficult for Offkai to attract the amount of attendees it does from all over the place. I mean, come on though, Iron Mouse was literally the highest sub Twitch streamer. Yeah, I know, that's just the thing, right? Here's the other thing. This is actually something that doesn't have anything to do with tech. They have, around the con, they have these giant, like, not billboards, but like wraps or like things, signs, whatever, and they'll have like different big streamers like Cinna or like, I don't know, I don't watch that many like face cam streamers, but they have it all over the place. But like, why is there not a single VTuber? Why is there not Iron Mouse? Why is there not anyone to represent that whole facet of the website? That seems like something you could easily remedy. You don't need to have VTuber tech to put a VTuber on a thing. That's what tells me it's about the sponsors, you know? I mean, just look at the TikTok comments for the Iron Mouse concert. Oh, I don't watch TikTok. I have not seen that, and I'm scared to. I don't like what TikTok thinks about VTubers. I'm scared of the TikTok people. Ever since the whole Da Capo thing, where everyone was like making fun of him, I'm like, don't go to that shadowy place. Don't go to that shadowy place as a VTuber. It's a cosplayer shirt, but as a VTuber, no. So yeah, I just hope, and you know, we now luckily, Twitch has VTuber ambassadors that do their best to have an actual dialogue with Twitch and, you know, figure out ways how to improve everything. So shout out to the Twitch VTuber ambassadors. And I guess it's very good that Twitch has put in the effort to at least have ambassadors representing the VTubers. But another thing, oh, there is more VTuber like booths on the floor, which was cool. Obviously, you know, we had Matara's. I went to the Matara booth actually. I got a Momo. They are so cute. It's only 15 bucks, which is like kind of a steal. And then with every purchase, you got these prints. Pretty cool. Very cute. Yeah, the Matara merch was awesome. I kind of wanted to get the socks, but they were like $18, and I was like, ugh, that's a lot for socks that I'm probably going to wear a hole in like 5 seconds. Feet for free? Oh my gosh. When I posted my haul and Ronnie was like, feet, I literally thought I had accidentally posted my feet. Because it's happened before, not on X or Twitter. It's happened like in the off-guy server. Where I was like, this is my Kiara Ida bag. And then, because we were just chatting about whatever. And I was like, here's my Kiara Ida bag. And then I don't know. I don't remember who first said it was feet. It might have been Kira, but who knows. And I was like, oh, and I deleted it immediately. But good luck. Hopefully that doesn't surface. Anyways, enough about feet. Matara was doing, if you didn't hear, Matara was doing like meet and greets at her booth as her IRL flesh woman, as she calls it. That was cool. She was doing it a lot. Like every time I walked past, she had her meet and greet, which was cool. I don't really go to meet and greets these days, but I thought about it. I was like, oh, but I don't know. I've already met Matara, so trying to spend $35 to meet her was kind of a little bit of a hard sell for me. But Matara's awesome. We love Matara here in Tangy world. Yeah, and there was just a few others. Like the gamer subs booth was crazy. Every time I walked past the gamer subs booth, it was like they had some like big VTuber there doing like some sort of meet and greet. And like I think I would see from afar there would be like Silverveil or like Shy Lily or other people. And then the line would just be crazy, and everywhere else you would just be surrounded by people, so I never really approached that booth, to be honest. But I saw it because also it was right across from the Sims booth, which I went to a whole bunch because I actually love the Sims, and the Sims booth had so much swag. So on Friday, and this ties into a bit of a tragic story, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, it was at the Sims booth that we lost Tiny Tangy forever. Sad face. I never found her. I tried so hard. I spent like an hour or two looking for Tiny Tangy, and I never found her. I know. Simothy. Hi, Maya. Wait, who's Simothy? Oh, cause Sims. Okay. Oh no, I know. It's so sad. Blah. It's like, so now I see my epic Sim swag and I'm like, was it all worth it? Cause like, I had to grind for this Sim swag. It's like one of those booths where they make you do, what's the word? They make you do like a scavenger hunt or something. They're like, oh, translate the Simlish neon sign, or like watch a Sim streamer, or like find the grilled cheese. Or they make you like play the game, and I'm like, oh, I hate this, because it's like, I've already played the games. I don't need to sit there and play the game, but I really wanted the Sim swag. This is what they had. They had this shirt. It has the cow plant on it. And bunnies and the Sims. And it's a pretty nice shirt, you know, got the ringer tee situation. The side has the plumb bob. My only problem with this shirt is that unfortunately it sits really low on your shoulders. So I got a small because it looks like it's kind of like not a crop top, but it's like a high cut shirt. And I was like, cool, but then I put it on and it looks like really weird. I don't know why it's cut like that, but I almost wish I got a bigger one. Maybe it would have looked less weird. Did they make you replicate the Sims later? No, they didn't make us speak Simlish. But I'm like, what if I didn't know what Sulsul meant? I think that was like their way of filtering like the non-Sims player. It's like, if you want the Sims swag, you have to know some amount of Simlish. They also gave patches. Those are pretty cute, like the UFO one. And then they gave this really nice tote bag. Sorry, it's my camera. Big, but I mean, it's a nice bag. Look at that. Oh gosh, and even like socks. Nice-ish socks. So Twitch Sims booth had the cool swag. Oh, even stickers too. It's kind of cute. Got Mori Calliope here. Pretty cool. So yeah, basically what happened was it's very dumb. So I was taking a picture of Tiny Tangy with, they had like a cow plant. I actually have a picture of it. I think. Yes, I was taking a picture of Tiny Tangy with the cow plant. And this is what it looked like. And then I put it like in my jacket, and she fell out of my jacket. And I never saw her again because I think somebody just picked her up and was like, oh, free creature, and then like just didn't turn her in. They didn't turn her into the Sims Lost and Found. They didn't turn her into the Convention Lost and Found. They just pocketed her. They're just like, mine now. Who does that? Who does that? Disappointing, frankly. Sad. Well, anyways, poor Tangy. She's pretty much gone. Yeah. I probably should have tried to, like, go into the Sims Discord and been like, whoever is holding my creature hostage, return her! But I'm not in that community, I'm afraid. I'm not a Sims streamer. TwitchCon staff, that'd be... If someone did throw her away, that would make me infinitely sadder. Tangy is with the feet. Tangy is with the VTuber gifts. That's so true. Yeah, but yeah, as you said, Dong, it was a pretty good scavenger hunt prizes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I kind of fucking hate doing scavenger hunts. I think they're a pain in the butt. I'm just like, I'm not this is just a waste of my time. Because half the time you do them, they're like, here's a crappy tote bag, or here's some stickers, and I'm like, this is not worth my time and energy. But Sims, props to you. You brought it. You brought it. Not only was the actual booth setup pretty cool, albeit it could have been a lot larger because it was pretty claustrophobic, but they brought their A game. I wish they would bring their A game to making Sims 4 better, but anyways. Also, I will say, shout out to the staff of the booth, because they did try very hard to help me with finding my creature. Like, they weren't treating me like a nuisance. They were like, oh, like, I'm so sorry, and they were like, trying. They were very nice. Thank you, Sims staff, for at least making me feel less... I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, it's like, oh, I lost my plush. It's like, it's not really... doesn't feel very valid to try to bother people about. But it's like, so I have to be like, yeah, like, I literally... she's of my, like, character, and, like, I made her by hand, and... I don't know. Even then, I kind of felt a little silly. It's so sad. I know someone who also lost their plushies. Oh, really? Oh, at like TwitchCon? That's so sad. Dang. Last one I did, I got an acrylic keychain. Yeah, acrylic keychain, that's decent enough. That's decent enough, depending. If it was like a double-sided acrylic keychain, maybe. But like generally, I'm probably only gonna do a scavenger hunt if I actually want. If I actually like the brand it is. And I do like Sims. I've been playing Sims since... like 8 years old, so in fact I think it'd be cool to even do a Sims stream one of these days. But yeah, so Sims was cool. Too bad it was the place of tragedy, but it was cool. Let's see, what other stuff did I collect on the floor? Streamlabs had, where you would, if you sign up for a trial, they also had some cool swag. They had this thing that like can sit on your shoulder of the Streamlabs. I'm actually using Streamlabs right now. I was just trying to configure my alerts and my chat. So my alert box, which is like the box right here, that should work now. I think now my next hurdle is trying to figure out how to actually be able to pay attention if someone does follow me, but I think that does show up in the chat usually, so I just have to pay attention to the chat, I think. I got very lucky when I dropped a plush once. A couple of folks in nearby took care of her. Oh, I'm glad. That's good. That's good. Also, the chat box itself should be fixed as well. It actually sits in the boundaries. So yeah, thanks Streamlabs for supporting this functionality and giving me this free thing. I also got a t-shirt from them, but I've already worn it, so it's in the laundry. Yeah, and these pins, they're kind of cute. It's a keyboard and a hammock. That's kind of funny. Wait, flip-flops? That's relevant. That's Tangy core, you know? Pretty cool. I'm assuming like they were doing the whole like surfer theme because it's in San Diego, which is cute. I like that. I like it when, you know, brands do things in San Diego and they're like, yeah, like surfing, the beach, blah. Some other booths had free stuff. I actually had a pen in this. They had a white permanent Sharpie. Unlimited IRL had a luggage tag, and I took this just so I could have the white Sharpie, which I don't have in there anymore. The Twitch Lost and Found had these shoelaces that say Twitch. I think this is from a former TwitchCon gift. Puffy stickers. ASMR. I don't know how that sounds. Sorry if it sounds terrible. Oh, I actually know for a fact it's previous year's gifts because I actually got this, I think, last year. Yeah. The Twitch swag. Oh! When I mentioned going to the Twitch Rivals arena, and they actually had swag at the exit from the arena. And they had like Lego Minecraft, but I gave it to a friend. And then they gave like this Marvel Rivals keychain away. So cute. Pretty cool. Oh, Black Magic had a booth. I went by there thinking about, I have like a whole idea for my lore video that I want to do, so I might try to rent like a Black Magic camera from Lens Rentals eventually, someday. What else? I think that's my floor swag. Yeah, free Legos was pretty cool. I thought pretty hard about keeping it, but I thought my friend who loves Minecraft would like it better. This is actually a partner gift, but my friend who's a partner had two, so she just gave me an extra one. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I like the feel of these keys. Oh, also, I got a blurb. It's so... yeah, it's just a fidget. The blurp is real and can hurt you. Okay, actually, in context of blurp, that actually sounds really bad. Oopsies. Oh, also, for some reason, like, Angry Birds was sponsoring, like, a drone show. And then they were just giving away Angry Birds plushes. Look at his little... Look at that. Fidget toys are cool. I should get more fidget toys, yeah. He's very soft. Angry Birds. That's like my favorite mobile game from back in the day. Yeah, Friday. Getting the swag. What else did I do? I guess I didn't talk so much about Creator Camp. I went to... Oh, I didn't have this book when I went to my first panel on Friday. I'm trying to remember what that was. But that was helpful. I don't remember what it was. Oh, also something interesting they did this year is they had these like RFID wristbands. I know some people were kind of not a fan of these, but because if you don't have really small hands, they could be hard to take on and off. And I kind of actually made mine so tight, it's actually really hard to take on and off. But like I hate wearing wristbands for like the whole weekend. If I wasn't able to take it on and off, I probably would have been really annoyed, but I guess my wrist to hand ratio is like tiny. By design, they are hard to take off. Although the lady who put them on, put it on like super loose. I actually tightened it myself. Because if I didn't tighten it, it would have just flew off into the sun. Yeah, they are by design hard to take off. And it doesn't look comfortable because it has this like chip. So I don't know why they didn't just do what Comic-Con does and make your actual badge RFID. I guess it's because they didn't want you to badge swap, which is a thing, because their badges are so dang expensive that they're like, oh, people are trading badges. We must defeat the badge swappers. But then it's like, they're like, we must defeat the badge swappers, and then they put it on my wrist like this wide. I don't know. Maybe it was like, here, let me simulate with my lanyard. It was like that loose. Badge swapping was a concern at Vegas because people who were banned from TwitchCon bought people's badges. Yeah, that is a valid concern with all of the creepy people out there. Like, I think it's a valid concern to not want people to badge swap, you know? But yeah, you could wristband swap, but it would be very hard because I think for most people it's pretty difficult to take wristbands off. But yeah, if they're gonna do that, they should probably put them tighter on people's wrists. Let's see. I really wish, I hope next con I go to, or maybe like next TwitchCon I go to, I really want to have stickers because so many people had like various stickers, you know? I actually, something I did on Sunday is I went to an artists and makers community meetup, and that was really fun. I was frankly a little bit nervous about going to an artists and makers meetup because I don't know. I've heard like people don't like VTubers, so I was like scared. I was like, what if they hate me because I'm a VTuber? Like, I'm not like the other streamers. But no, people were nice. They were nice to me, and they're like, oh, cute model. So I'm very glad. I almost didn't put my model on my business card, but let me just tell you, if you ever become a VTuber and you decide to make VTubers, like, actually do put your model on your business cards, because being able to just pull it out and be like, yeah, this is what my model looks like, actually is really helpful. Because most people do, I think, just put like their key art or like nice art, and like maybe for like one side. For the back side, like, put your model. Show people what your model looks like. If you have one. Which, also, I just kind of wanted to show it off and be like, I made this, you know? It's kind of all I have going for me right now, I think. One of the guys there, he works for, like, he had, like, a Skywalker Ranch jacket, and he was, like, a professional illustrator for Lucasfilms. And he said he gives out stickers. He had like a whole box of different stickers of his art. And he says he gives it to people based on like personality and vibes. And so he gave me a Rocketeer sticker. Well, this is his actual card, yeah. He streams his art. If you're into this kind of stuff, you can check him out. I also I was really scared. I'm really bad with like mixers or meetups and stuff because I'm really scared to talk to people. But I was actually wearing an Animal Crossing shirt when I went there because I have an Animal Crossing shirt that looks really similar to this one that I have, that Tangy has. But someone, it actually caused someone to come up to me, but they're like, "Oh, I like your Animal Crossing shirt," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you," because he was like kind of an Animal Crossing streamer, and then, oh wait, where are those stickers? Where did those end up? Oh, here they are. These are his stickers. Let's see. Ah. Mostly wholesome Twitch streamer. This is little sticker, Barat. Yeah. It's very, very, very cool. I love the Animal Crossing one. I am a big Animal Crossing fan. Ooh, I think it'd be really fun to do like a... I have every version of Animal Crossing, but I think the original Animal Crossing game is a really fun little game to stream. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. Did I get a Labubu? I did not get a Labubu. I don't know where I would have gotten a Labubu from TwitchCon. Trying to remember where I met this person who gave me these really cool stickers as well. These are really nice. I was just like wandering about somewhere, but everyone had these super nice stickers. I need nice stickers. I need to make them. Did you merge a Labubu? You could say I have merged a Labubu, even though I don't know what that means. And then Pia had stickers too. She had a really nice little setup for her stuff. She had her business card, and then she had this like information sheet. Pretty cool. Not a bad idea for those of you who, I don't know, want to market yourself. And then a sticker and a candy. Pretty deluxe. Pretty deluxe. Did Ayo Tangy Labubu merch? Oh my god. Pia quick start. Oh my god, this is a quick start guide. That's actually so funny. I think it's a good idea though. Oh, also Friday, while I have these sitting in front of me, I went to Emu's booth, also known as Con, and she had these like gacha cards. So I just got a bunch of them. And these are my pulls. Cottontail, Mint, Gura, Aruna, Amayami. Pia is kind of a genius. Very true, actually. I think she did post one time how she has like a really extremely high IQ. So unironically, yes. They are good polls. Yeah, you should be jealous of my mint card. Yeah, I actually didn't go to Artist Alley as much as I probably should have. I'm just trying not to like buy stuff. I just spent like a very long time going through my room and getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So like, it's hard to walk through Artist Alley and be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of stuff after you just spent like a month trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff, you know? But yeah. After con, sorry, I keep hitting this desk. Oh my gosh. After con on Friday, I did actually end up at the Oshi Bar event. It was cool. I was surprised because the first one they had, oh, I don't remember her name. She was from V Fleet. She was pretty cute. I liked her model. She's a pretty good singer. But she was actually the only like virtual VTuber person there. Because like Issa and Devry Cat, and then I think I left, or I don't remember who the last person was, because I think I started like talking to people at that point, but Issa's set was so good. Issa is such a good singer, honestly. Like, I love that she's more rock themed, and also her model is so cute. But she's just a really good singer, but she was like physically singing. And yeah, I enjoyed the Oshi Bar. Thank you, Oshi Bar people, for putting on a cool event. I don't know, everyone was actually really good now I think about it. I met some people at Oshi Bar that will be a surprise tool that is related to a surprise tool that will be useful later. I will talk about that at the end. Oh my gosh, okay, I guess Saturday, talking about... I'm an hour in, I just got to Saturday, oh my gosh. What did I do Saturday? Well, first I had to go to give the merch off to Off-Kai Fest. Which, oh my gosh, I just realized, I'm sorry everyone, I forgot to give you back your acrylic standees. I'm the one who took the pictures of some of the Off-Kai merch. But I forgot to give some of them back. Oops, I'm sorry. Well then maybe this is a good opportunity to show off the Off-Kai merch. Such as this fancy looking ticket. Ooh. Ooh. Chat, we're finally getting to the Kiara collab. What Kiara collab? Oh, you mean, oh, you're implying like as if I met Kiara at Oshi Bar, definitely. Here's some of the cool merch that I collected for Off-Kai Fest. Or delivery man. If you guys want this back, you may have it back. I just simply forgot to bring it. But we have these beautiful... I don't know if there's plans to sell these online or somewhere else or not. But this is the Hazumi standee. The Ririsa standee. You can see the ring light of the camera. Let me turn that off. The Samjo standee. The Clara standee. And the Tomiya standee. And the ticket, which I have a lot of these souvenir tickets because Oshi Spark does them too, and also other Off-Kai events have, but what is new to me is that they're double-sided. So it actually has Samjo on the back. I was like, whoa, so cool. Oh, and the pin. Yay, super cool. Yeah, so if you saw the merch photos of the pin and the whiskey glass, those are me. Ooh. Tangy the post office. I was Tangy the post office. You forgot to buy the Ririsa one? I could give you mine if you want. I don't need all of these really. Unless Off-Kai needs them back. Just tell me if you... Oh, I just saw an alert. Oh, Ratherand, thank you. Thank you for subbing at tier 1. Welcome to the Tangy team. I don't have a real name yet, so I'm just saying Tangy team. Also, I did, I actually renamed some of my sub tiers. So actually tier 1 is, I believe, Tangy Enjoyer. Tier 2 is Tangy Lover. And tier 3 is Tangy Hater. Yeah. You're a big fan. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate... I can't fathom having fans. Yeah, the pin looks so good though. If you dressed up at the event, you got this cool pin. It's very reflective though. I don't know what it's reflecting. Probably my janky camera setup. My camera setup is actually a Razer webcam attached to this really old like tripod thing I've had since I was like 12. It's like a small little tripod, and this is why my hand cam setup is pretty bad. I would like to get something better eventually, but I'm trying to like not buy a bunch of stuff off the bat. I feel like I should ease into that sort of stuff, you know? Yeah, off-kai merch. Fun. Oh, I also ended up with one of the sign cards. And so, okay. This is cool. I like how it's like a real signature. I think that's awesome. It's like, woo. Ooh. And then I got a staff badge for doing almost nothing, but not that I used it. Well, what did I do before Off-Kai Fest, though? I'm trying to go in order, but I'm very bad at going in chronological order. I think I went to panels. This is when I went to the Build Better Branding panel. That was cool. My god, sorry, a lot of doodles in here. There was a panel where it like was talking about how your stream's a story. With Pia UFO and XX Yikes. I think the branding, yeah, the branding panel was with Pia, and because Pia's an ambassador of Twitch. She and this like facecam streamer called XX Yikes did like a panel where they just talked about branding. I'm very glad that they actually had a VTuber in on this. Like, if they didn't have a VTuber in on a branding panel, it's like, what are you even doing? VTubers are like the best example of branding, you know? I mean, yeah, there's a lot you could say with VTubers and branding. And so there's a lot of good insight there. There was also one on monetization. I think that was also... Oh my god, sorry, there's so many. These are so unorganized. Was monetization actually the Friday one? It might have been. I don't know. I like taking notes. If I don't take notes during panels, I zone out, so... Everything's not coming to me. What did I go to a food at all? Did I eat? Did I eat on Saturday? No, I went to the VTuber gathering. So there was like a giant gathering of VTubers on Saturday at 4:30. And so I went there and what did I do? I just kind of stood there. I mean, I knew a few people and I talked to a few people, but like I was like, I'm scared. Like, I don't know a lot of people. Like, ooh, they're just like, who's this random girl, you know? I'm not super like, I'm not really yet super involved with a lot of indie VTubers. Like, most of my friends are involved more with like the con scene or cosplayers or like whatever, you know. I'm in a kind of a different world, and I feel very like, I don't know, it's a very interesting experience, you know, going to something where everyone's like a long time VTuber. They don't know I'm Tangy. Yeah. But it was still nice to talk to some people there. That was cool. Off-Kai Fest. I think I went straight to Off-Kai Fest from the VTuber Gathering, actually. And that was cool. Definitely got to hang out with some people at Off-Kai Fest. Off-Kai Fest, probably one of my more favorite things I did all weekend. Not only because it looked really nice, the decorations, I don't think Knight's here, but Knight was able to coordinate the decor really well. I remember she was talking to me about that, and I was like, you know, they had the big ass candles and like these sequin pillows, and allegedly the venue was really helpful with that, so I'm glad. I actually was the person who recommended the music box. I was like, it was way back, like months ago, when originally Lysander... Oh, hi Frisk. You're happy with how the decorations turned out? Yeah, Frisk, you did so much for Off-Kai Fest. So yeah, I was not super involved, in case it wasn't obvious. But shout out to the Off-Kai staff who did put in so much time into this event, because it was a cool event to go to. Sorry, I zoned out for a sec. What was I talking about? It's really fun to work on. I'm glad people enjoyed. Yes, for sure. I did enjoy. I also enjoyed I technically tried all of the mixed drinks. So if you weren't there, they had, for each of the 4 performers, they had like a different mixed drink. So like, I'm gonna use this. Oh my gosh, this is so reflective. I'm gonna take this out of its encasing. That's still oh my gosh. Anyways, Reaver says, I'm trying to remember exactly. I just remember that this one had marshmallows in it. Tomiya's had marshmallows in it. It was pretty good. Hazumi's was my favorite because that one had rum. That was pretty good. Clara's was called literally the post-nut clarity. And that one had a lot of blue curacao in it because she's blue, obviously. I don't remember Risa's that well. I think it had gin in it. I'm not really a gin person, but I could be misremembering. But I really wanted to try them all, so... I didn't get 4 drinks. I actually got 3, which is probably too many, to be honest, but... I just tried someone's Ribisa. Clara's color isn't blue, but then why was the drink blue? Oh my gosh. We did it. Thanks for all this. Wow. An anonymous gifter. Who is anonymously gifting? Thank you so much. I didn't even know you could anonymously gift. Thank you. I appreciate you and your support, even though you are anonymous. Whoever you are out there in the world, thank you for being a member of the Tangy team. Yay! Wow. We have reached now our sub goal of 10. That's crazy. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. I like how as soon as I'm like, I had 3 drinks, someone's like, okay. I'm gonna give 10 subs now. People really liked Rivi's drink based on the feedback form so far. Interesting. I really liked Hazumi's though. I think it was called a Lioness's Pride or something. Yeah, by the way, thank you Goof for just giving me a few drink tickets. Because then I felt bad about using them because the bartender was like not happy about having to make these complicated drinks. Because honestly, like, usually at a music venue like this, people are gonna be like, I'll have a Jack and Coke, or like, I just want like I don't know, some regular sort of drink. And then like, these were very like thought out, but he just, maybe it just wasn't his day. So like I did end up finally when I did end up buying some drinks for people, I did tip him a bunch because I felt bad. I've done a little bit of bartending when I used to work at a movie theater before. I worked at a fancy movie theater where you could get cocktails and stuff like that. And you know, it takes a lot of time and energy to make fancy cocktails. So if you are someone who drinks and likes to get fancy cocktails, you know, you're definitely gonna wanna, if you can, tip a little bit more on those. It's usually a good idea, just because it's more effort. Tangy bartender art, yeah, I like cool cocktails. You know, like if I go out for drinks, it's usually like you know, sometimes maybe I'll go to a dive bar and just get some regular ale. If I go to a dive bar and I get some ale, it's probably going to be Cali Creamin', which is a local ale that I enjoy. But other than that, I like nice little carefully crafted cocktails, I guess. That makes me sound really bougie, I guess. Anyways, poor bartender guy, but also don't complain to your customers about making the drinks. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. Sorry, that's just what I thought when he said stranger. I just thought about that. Oh gosh, my mic's peaking. Is my mic too loud? I wonder if this... Does this actually control... I have a dial on this mic, and I don't know if it actually does anything. Or if that's just the monitor. Maybe it does. Hopefully they were only complaining to staff. No, they complained to my friend. So... Yippee. What did I even do? I just had a good time. Also, I just want to say, I didn't mean to say that, I meant to say this earlier, but the art is so pretty. Like, this is Renkai's art, who Oshi Spark has worked with her before for like, Phantom Thief's Revenge. So like, I mean, I had this pinned on my Twitter for like a gajillion years, but I was the person who designed the outfits for the Phantom Thief's Revenge art outfits and such. What's a hype chest? Guys, what's a hype chest? Oh, cool. I'm so sorry. I'm such a grandma when it comes to Twitch. They'll be like, "Oh, the blorpos. Get your blorpo injector," or like, "Oh, your hypes, the hype train." I feel like I'm like 80 years old when I use Twitch. Ah. You want a blorpo injector? Really good day for blurb. Sorry, I'm going insane. Anyways, so yeah, Renkai, her rendition of the outfits for Phantom Thief were so perfect. Like, she just took the vision and she totally just did it justice. So it's really cool to see more of her art used for concert merch. She also did the virtual vacation art too. Beautiful stuff. Where's that go? Oh, I guess I want to say overall, I thought the theming was really cool for Twilight Reverie. Oh gosh, the outfits too. I think the outfits were designed, sorry if I don't know how to say her name. Is it Can someone in chat tell me how to say Tian's name? I'm really bad at pronouncing names. But like, if I recall from reading the Discord, she is the one who designed these outfits, and they are very beautiful, and I really love them. I just wanted to say that as well. If anyone wants to post her Twitter in chat, please do so now. I keep having a brain fart of sorts. Yes, thank you, Munch. Tianjini. Tianjini. Thank you, Munch. Thank you. Munch coming in clutch. Secretary Munch. Yeah. Sorry. Everyone is a really good singer. Also. Hazumi's song selection was really good. I really enjoyed. Yeah. Good job. Good job, everyone. Go team. What else to say? I think... Oh, after off Kai Fest, yeah. I didn't really do much to help clean up, but I loitered around for a little bit, and then afterwards ended up going... She's streaming right now. I didn't know she streamed. Ooh. How do you do that thing where you, like, shout out people? I don't know how to do that. You can... Oh, shout out. Twitch command. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. My keyboard is literally on my other desk. Wait. Channel name. Shout out channel name. Okay. Let me do that later. Munch reads minds once again. Truly. That's why he's the best secretary. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we went to this place that... I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like King and Queen Cantina. And then me and... me and a bunch of other Off-Kai staff, or past and present, went to the King and Queen Cantina because I was hungry and I needed food because I don't think I had eaten. And I wanted to keep hanging out, but there was pretty much only one thing happening in Munch's room, and it was gonna be too small for everyone, unfortunately. So we decided to just take a big group to this place, and it was really good. I want to go back there, actually. They had happy hour. I can't believe they had a late night happy hour on a Saturday. Like, that's crazy. I mean, that's like... How is that even a happy hour at that point? Isn't that just the hour in which people would be getting food and drinks? The music box actually had food. Oh, I've never had their food. Interesting. Guess I didn't think to order. Oh, wait! I actually did eat the tater tots. They had like the tater tots set out in trays, and I just started eating them. But for some reason they're in like a really big tray. It was like you can't see it. It was big. It was so many tots. I don't know why they just had like a big tray of tots and not like small trays. So I just took it and I'm like eating them, but then I start walking around and like presenting the tots to my friends, being like, here, have some tots. So I kind of turned into, for a second, like one of the people that goes around at like weddings with like trays of food, you know? Yeah. Good tots though, so you're right, the food was good. I did enjoy the tots, but yeah, I was still hungry. I had some ceviche. I wish I took more pictures, to be honest, but I just didn't think about it. See, I also just got... I would have taken a bunch of pictures of little Tangy on my adventures this weekend. That was my plan. And then I lost her. So, like, I don't have a picture of little Tangy with ceviche. I don't have a little picture of Tangy at Off-Kai Fest because she's gone. Oh, I forgot. I made toggles, but they're, like, on my keyboard. Hold on. I'm making a sad toggle. Did that work? Am I sad now? Yeah. Look, I'm sad. Goodbye, little Tangy. We'll miss you. I need a stream deck. If I had a stream deck, that would be great. I have a shopping list. I did buy a phone stand though. My phone stand came just in time today, so now my phone's at like a good height. Ooh. Ooh. I'm lower. Hold on. Very technically challenged. Okay, I'm gonna be not sad anymore. Hold on. Oh, did you know I can take my shirt off? You miss hi, Tangy. Tangy of the Tots. That's such an epic nickname. Thank you. Thank you for this epic nickname. Yeah. Shout out to the people who went and had various... Oh, it was like... They had like this hot Cheeto roll too there. That was really good. If any of you ever go back to San Diego, you should check this place out. It was good. It was right by the music box. And good happy hour deals. Yay! We love a happy hour deal. That was mostly what I did, I think. Noted. Yeah. Sunday, I had kind of a late start, admittedly. But I did end up going to... Which panel? No. Which one is this? Checking my notes. Streams that stand out. Yeah. Also featuring Pia. She was in a few different panels this weekend. Here are my notes. I also drew a bear. I learned I should use tags more. I took that note down. Oh, and they're like, oh, make sure when you do your go live notification, it's something that will pull people in. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm learning. I got pretty like, what's the word? I got pretty, inspired, I guess, from all this stuff. Taco Bell just put that on the menu too. Hot Cheeto, like, tacos, but it was like hot Cheeto sushi, you know? Peak handwriting. I don't think this is peak handwriting. Also, this is like my handwriting at its worst. It's like... It's really messy in some places. Because I was just... Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna go back and read this. It's literally just like... I need to like write something so I don't zone out. But thank you. But yeah, I think it was just more wandering. I did, after TwitchCon, go to another place I enjoy called the Tipsy Crow. And just had a nice little time. I have a picture from there. I didn't have my tiny Tangy anymore, so instead we just had the Tangy card. All I had was the Tangy card. A flaming hot burrito, wow. So I took a picture of the Tangy card because it was like an orange drink. So this is my stand-in now. Sad. Flashbacks to the taco sauce baby. What's a Taco Bell sauce baby? What's that, Munch? Yeah, the Tangy card. If you don't have a Tangy card yet and you see me at a con, just ask me for a Tangy card. This is what it looks like. Very, very cool, very cool. Oh, also I didn't mention how Twitch had these various like activities that you could do. Like, sorry, I went to the floor. This is actually when I was drawing this is what happened. I keep bringing up little Tangy, but this is the moment I realized that I had lost her because they had like a little table where you could draw with like sticky notes and stuff and then put it on the wall. So I drew a little Tangy on a sticky note to put on the wall. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take a picture of it. And so I went to go take out like little Tangy to take a picture with this drawing. And then I realized she was gone. And that's when the hunt ensued. But yeah, pretty funny, fun little drawing. And then also, okay, I already showed that. I also forgot to show this is Tangy at Creator Camp on Friday. This is literally one of the last pictures I have of her, of my child. We miss you, little Tangy. Anyways, yeah. I think I'm reaching to kind of the end of what I have to talk about. I also did end up going to round 1 after I went out to dinner. And I won. I'm kind of addicted to crane games. I did win a few things. I actually won my friends they have these like marine puppets. And they had, okay. These dang HoloLive round 1 puppets that they've had have previously been the death of me because they put them in like the smaller UFO catchers and the crane just physically cannot lift up the puppet. Like the puppet would be too heavy. So like I would try and I would try and I would try and the crane just can't physically lift it up. But luckily, now they put them in the like big claw machine, so it was much easier for the claw to have strength to pick it up. So they had the marine puppets, and both of my friends, 2 of my friends that were with me, they both wanted the puppet. And I was like, well, now I have to win both of them. I can't just give one person the puppet because I already have one. I don't need it, but I can't just win one. Like that's lame. So I had to win both of them. Yay. Also, I won this deer. Has a strawberry on its butt. From #plushgoals. Your friend is so good at winning crane games. It's wild. Always winning. There are some games where they are just like skill based, you know. So it's like, you know, with those games, like once you've mastered them, you can just win. Another thing. I don't know where it is. I also won Miku. This big Miku figurine. Oh, here it is. I won this little like lamb thing and it was just like really soft. Like I said, I'm just kind of a crane game addict, so I'm just kind of winning for the love of the game. Maybe I should unbox this Miku right now. She's pretty cute. She's very like 2000s core. I think this one was from like one of the kinds of games where you like push the box across like a rail. Like it's between 2 rails and then you have to push it until it falls between the rails. So that took a while. That was a bit of a money sink, to be honest. But alas, oh my gosh, so much tape. I think round 1 is really the last thing I did. There is a lot of streamers at round 1 on Sunday night. XQC was there. He was just like, I found him in the back. He was just playing like the piano game. Yeah, and one of my friends actually took a picture with him. It was really, it was really funny. And also like a bunch of other people, like people that look vaguely familiar, but like I don't know. Like I don't know who they are, you know? Like I've probably seen their face around, but I'm just like, who is this person? But they like look like streamers, you know? Like some people just look like streamers. Just like some people just look like VTubers, some people just look like streamers. And you're like, this person's probably a famous streamer. I just don't know who you are. Oh, here's my phone. Actually, I had kind of a chilling, not a chilling encounter, that's dramatic. I saw someone there who I did not wish to see, which was, if you've seen that clip going around, it's like of the guy who basically started talking to this girl streamer on the floor of TwitchCon and was like, "Oh, can I invite you to a party?" And she's like, "Oh, why?" And he was like, "Oh, 'cause you're very beautiful." And she's like, "Oh, no, no thanks." That's like, she didn't like that. It was a very shallow reason, I guess, to invite her. 'Cause it is a little weird. Like, I don't know how I'd feel about some random guy just saying that to me personally. And then she was with her friend, and her friend was like, "Come on, let's go." And then he was like, "Oh, it's always the fat friend." And it's like, bro, why would you say that? Like, what a jerk. But, okay, while it was at round 1, it was Neon, by the way. I think that's the streamer's name. I saw him at round 1! I was sitting in the booth. Because I already seen this clip, too, at this point. Because I think it was, like, Friday or Saturday. And he was walking towards the exit, and I was sitting in one of the booths that's, like, elevated and kind of looks out over kind of one of the exits. And I, like, looked at him, and I was like... And then he looked at me, and he was like... We, like, made eye contact. Because he could tell that, like, I recognized him. But I'm sure, given he's kind of controversial, and the way I was looking at him, it was like... Let's throw eggs at his car. Yeah. That guy's not nice. Not a good thing. Not a good thing to do. Here's the Miku figure. Look at her little... This kind of matches the Club Iron Mouse sticker. Look, they're like twins. Oh my god. That's all the stuff I have to show you. I don't know. TwitchCon though, if I had to say overall, I had a good time. To be honest, like, I haven't really had the best time at TwitchCon in the past, because I've usually gone alone. Usually, like, my friends don't make the trek out to TwitchCon, and stuff, because most of my friends aren't streamers, as I've mentioned, so, you know, oh, there goes her pic- oh! Most of my friends aren't streamers, so, like, most people aren't gonna be bothering. So it's been very lonely for me in the past, going to TwitchCon. Usually just go for the day. I don't really know who to talk to. I'm usually just wandering around. So I'm really happy that this time, you know, I got to spend some time with and, like, talk to people who, like, I care about and who are cool and awesome. And oh my, did I freeze? Oh, there we go. And yeah, I'm super happy for that improvement. I just hope, I don't know if I'll go back to TwitchCon or not. Because I do fear that this might have been the peak of TwitchCon. To be honest, since they kind of messed up so bad this year, I do fear that we probably won't see as many VTubers or streamers coming out to this sort of thing, or just people in general. So I don't know how it's gonna be in future years. I also did see a lot of people being like, or VTubers being like, I'm done with TwitchCon, where do I go? And everyone's like, Offkai, and it's like, oh, the pressure. It's so much pressure on Offkai. Offkai and TwitchCon are pretty different vibes, in my opinion. Because Offkai still has a lot to cater to fans. Offkai has a really good split between, like, fans and streamers, I would say. Or even industry. Offkai also attracts a lot of industry. Time to double in size again! Ah! No! No! I don't know how that would work. That would be scary. But you know, maybe Off-Kai will grow. I think I actually personally would like to see Off-Kai maybe... I don't think it would be a bad thing for a bunch of more like VTubers and indies to go to Off-Kai, because I think Off-Kai has a lot of resources to offer indies, you know? Like the exhibit hall, particularly as of last year, had so many brands like Irium or like Flame or the legal VTuber the legal team, like all sorts of different things for like indies to connect with and stuff. So I don't think it would actually be a bad thing for more indies to come out to Off-Kai and network in maybe a more friendly way. In a way where people aren't sorted into badge categories, you know? I think it encourages people to maybe talk to each other more on a like human to human sort of basis, you know? What if there was a VTuber-based event in San Diego during TwitchCon? Wow, no way. It's almost like we had 2 of those. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think the combination of Off-Kai Fest and Club Iron Mouse definitely just attracted a lot more VTuber fans to the con in general. So overall, even though like there's a lot of kind of not so great sort of people, like some IRL streamers or some people who just aren't really nice, I think, like who steal my little creature and don't return her. But I mean, I guess they didn't steal it, they found it, but I still have very mixed feelings about TwitchCon in general. Hopefully Twitch does improve their security. I think it does leave a lot to be desired, and I think it really does leave... Actually, while I was at round 1, I actually saw, like on the local news, on the TV, it was on local news. Actually, by the way, that does bring me to another thing I was thinking about. Like I'm surprised a lot of like San Diego locals do know about TwitchCon. Like on Wednesday, you know, some guy at 7-Eleven overheard me talking about it and then was like, "Oh, are you guys going to TwitchCon?" He was older too. He was like late middle-aged man, and he knew about TwitchCon. I'm like, wow, is TwitchCon like a second Comic-Con for San Diego? Because, I mean, I think a lot of people do see it as a positive thing for TwitchCon to be in San Diego, because it does bring a lot of revenue. Like, streamers have a lot of money generally. Like, that's a lot of good revenue and like money to inject into the gas lamp, which is often really struggling, especially since COVID really wiped out a lot of the offices that used to inhabit the gas lamp. So it's kind of been suffering a little bit in recent years. So it's good to have like events like this to bring money to local businesses and whatnot. But yeah, overall, that was TwitchCon. Next event, US Idol Fest. I can tell you Taco Bell was very busy. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have a hater moment now. I don't hate Taco Bell, but if you're really gonna come to San Diego and get Taco Bell, okay, you really? That's a shame. That's a shame, okay? It's one thing if you're in like some other... You're in San Diego, get some actual tacos. It was like 2 a.m. Okay. I mean, that's valid, but also not. There's like plenty of 24-hour Taco Bell, or not Taco Bell, but there's plenty of 24-hour Mexican restaurants in San Diego. In fact, 99% of the time, like, the 24-hour restaurants will be like taco or like general Mexican restaurants, you know? Chicken or coffee, you down with Taco Bell. Okay, I misread that as you went to Taco Bell. I'm like, shaking my damn head. But no, not shaking my damn head, cause yeah. Just I'm not chastising people for going to Taco Bell. I'm just saying, if you're gonna make the trek down all the way down to San Diego, come on. You hate Taco Bell. You're Mexican, so you know what peak is. Yeah, I bet. Y'all waited so long for that Taco Bell. Oh my god. Well, that sounds like... Oh, you know, I actually went to a Taco Bell, and the one Taco Bells I think are kind of fun are the Taco Bell cantinas, because they have some of those in Hollywood, and... But then they have like alcohol in a Taco Bell, and it's kind of like a silly little thing. I don't know. And then Taco Bell sauce, baby. Context, the massive 15-box order came with a huge bag of hot sauce that weighed as much as a baby. It needed to be cradled. What? Also, my poor cravings box was singled as the only one without a box, and the food thrown haphazardly into the random singles and taco bag. Oh, no, I'm so sorry, Munch. The sauce baby is pretty funny, though. Used to get Taco Bell in middle school and high school so much, just can't anymore. Yeah, I feel that. Munch was targeted. Munch just didn't deserve it. Okay, well, I did say I had an announcement. I do have an announcement. It wasn't clickbait, not hashtag not clickbait. I actually met the Irium people at the Oshi bar, and they were super nice. And I gave them my business card, and I was like, look, I made my model. And they're like, oh, very cool. And they invited me to join Irium. Yippee! So my application got accepted, and I actually have already made my model Irium compatible, submitted it, blah blah blah. So I hope that I hope soon. I hope I have everything set up. I just don't know if they when I try to make like a stream schedule, it says I can't stream yet, so hopefully soon they give me permission to stream, because Irium's an invite-only platform right now because it's still kind of in beta, but soon I am hoping to to stream hopefully at least once a week, aiming for 2 times a week, because Irium's a little less involved than a regular stream, because I just put my phone on the stand and I just go for it. You just stream from your phone, nothing else. And it just would be me talking, so that's basically what I do now anyways, right? So that is the plan. So if you are interested in watching me on Irium, go make an account now, and then hopefully soon you'll get to watch me on it. Yippee! Yay, thank you for the congrats. You got a spiked Baja Blast slushes at ANYC. That thing was a third vodka. They either hated or loved me. Yeah, the spiked Baja Blasts are crazy. Holy PogChamp. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I actually stayed up really late last night. So, okay. Basically, I actually didn't just re-rig my model for Irium. I actually made a lot of adjustments to my model in general. If you didn't notice that, they're actually... Tangy I might look a little different this stream. Let me zoom in. So first of all, my eyebrow tracking, I fixed it. It was broken, and I fixed it. Also, I have eyelids now. Yippee! I don't have... let me just... I do have eyelids. They are there. I don't know if you can see them. I gave myself eyelids. I also... what did I do? Oh, I did this. Now I can stick my tongue out. That's very important. Also, I kind of tried to fix the eye shines, because as Chicken Okabe noted on Twitter, when I have my eyes half closed, even if they were just down to here, I would look dead. Now the eye shines at least go about halfway down, so it kind of helps with that a little bit. Wait, are you able to move both eyebrows independently? I can only move one eyebrow independently, my left. If I want to raise my right eyebrow, I have to raise both brows. I think they should move independently, but it's really hard to like move your eyebrows. Moving my phone closer. Let me recalibrate real quick. Oh, did I just mess up I just might have messed it up. Sorry, I just messed up my calibration. I think I can. I thought I could. Maybe I can't. I think it's a skill issue though. The spark in Tangy's eyes aren't dead. Yatta! It was peak though. I don't know. I looked scary. Is there a setting for that? Oh, I mean, I think I can kind of move it. I don't know. I fixed the brow forms and the eyebrow Y settings. I physically cannot raise my right eyebrow by itself. Left is fine, but right requires both. I think it's like physically I just can't. It's like hard for me. But I don't know. Maybe I could fix that. Lastly, oh, I would have, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Ah. I should have probably done this when it's not a hand cam stream. My setup is making my life difficult. Sad. Well, maybe on a future stream I will... Well, I didn't add that much. I did fix the physics a little bit too, actually. Anyways, Tangy adjustments. That's the news. Tangy on Irium. That's also the news. So go make Irium account and soon you can watch me talk about whatever. I'm actually really excited because I'll get to stream from like conventions now. Not like on the floor. Well, maybe on the floor. Maybe not on the floor. Anyways, I could do just like a quick little stream. Maybe, hopefully by US Idol Fest, maybe I can do something like Sunday morning or something, or in the evening. Something like that. I think it's more of a muscle training thing. I can wink easier. Yeah, I think it's... Sometimes it's just physical limitations, but... Anyways, in conclusion, that's my announcement. This was the crap I got. Next stream, I'm on the fence about what to do, but I'm thinking next stream I want to... I do still want to do my road trip recap stream eventually, but also doing 2 recap streams in a row is kind of a lot, so maybe I'll figure out something to do like kind of in between those 2 streams, or in between this stream and the next one. So I have a few ideas. I will try to post it somewhere eventually. Hopefully I'll come up with something over the next day or so. Still trying to aim to stream like 1 or 2 times a week on Twitch. Maybe even eventually YouTube. That is my goals. Trying to improve. Yeah. Is that the one through Tucson? Yeah, it was my road trip where I went all the way up to the Grand Canyon and then down to Roswell and then back through like kind of southern New Mexico, southern Arizona, and then back to San Diego. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures from that, so that would be a lot of fun. I'll do a little slideshow. I'll have some little stories. And it will be fun. But in the meantime, I had a few ideas. I have these like these trading card packs of like random stuff that I've been slowly accruing. I think I want to grab a few more, but I had an idea for like opening weird random trading card packs. Roswell, yes, Roswell. Because yeah, Roswell. Why I went to Roswell? Well, you'll have to watch the stream to find out. But yeah. Maybe next stream could be an art stream. Ooh, maybe next stream I could make emotes. Yes, that's a good idea. Next stream I will draw emotes. Yay! It's been a while since I did art. Okay, well with that, we are at 2 hours. You're obligated to be there as a token Arizona staffer. Yes, be there or be square. Emotes and sub badge. Yeah, sub badge icons. I actually added a goals panel down below. If you're interested in looking at that. Damn, Irium didn't work for me. IDKY, no. What? Irium, fix that stuff now. Wait, why would this? What would the sub icon badges be? I don't know yet. I need like a fan mascot, you know? It feels a little silly to make a fan mascot because I'm not like, I don't know, a big corpo streamer or anything, but I want something. I just don't know what. You'll be there, yay! Yay! Okay, with that, I'm gonna go away now and clean up this mess I've made in on my crafting table. And yeah, see you all next stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for anonymous person gifting subs. Thank you, Ratherin, for the sub. Thank you for talking to me and giving me 2 hours of your time. And Otsu, Tangy, wink, 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 wink. I can't wink, I'm sorry. Okay, bye everyone. Wait, where's my map? Where's my wait! I forgot I should raid. That's alright. I'll do raiding next time. Okay, bye everyone.